Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you don't know me, my name is Katie and I make stuff vegan. Okay, so boom. So this past weekend, like I was literally craving a proper Sunday dinner. Like if you know me, I take my Sundays very serious. I think it's the way I was raised, like where you rest on Sunday. So like I've carried that into adulthood. And I've been traveling a lot and doing different stuff on the weekend. So I haven't had like a quiet weekend. And I finally got kind of one. It wasn't really quiet. But anyway, I was like, I'm gonna make me a full Sunday dinner. You'll see like what that consisted of like in a couple of videos down the line. But I wanted some dessert. Like I really wanted some dessert. And I was like, I should make a TRES LECHES cake. And I was kind of on the fence about it for reasons that I'll tell you about later, but it turned out so freaking good. Matter of fact, I'm gonna hurry up and wrap this up so I can go eat another slice. So if you want to see how I made a vegan TRES LECHES cake, keep on watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe so you never miss any of my videos. And as always, the link to the detailed recipe will be in the description box below. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so this recipe is mad easy in that you just throw some stuff together. Now, let me be completely transparent with you. I was finna make this from scratch. And I was going back and forth because I had a concert this weekend. I was like, do I got time to make it from scratch? Da da da. I'm like, girl, make it from scratch. So I went down to the Whole Foods and I went to the cake flour because I needed cake flour. And I was like $7. And this cake mix was like half the price. It was like $3 something. And I was like, let me look at the ingredients. And the mix was vegan because I was at Whole Foods. And in my research, I saw a lot of the Mexican girlies were using box cake mix anyway. Like I couldn't find one recipe where they was using like cake from scratch. So I was gonna make my cake from scratch, you know, vegan, right? Girl, So what I said, like when I was making this, I'm like, dang, like what if you don't have a Whole Foods? Because I lived in Rochester, New York for like 4 years. Ain't no Whole Foods in Rochester. And I said, if y'all want, like, let me know in the comments and I'll make this again, like over the summer, and I'll make my yellow cake mix from scratch. Because I had all intentions. I did. But I was not gonna pay just for the cake flour. Nah, this was mad easy. I saw this like, whatever the brand was, Bob Mills. I saw this egg replacer like all around. I never used it. It's my first time using it. And like, I'm about to be in my second baking era. Remember that baking era I went through like a couple months ago? I'm about to be back. Because this egg replacer was so easy. It tasted fine. Like, yeah, but literally I just prepared it to the package instructions. So let me know if you want me to do it from scratch and we'll revisit. Okay, time for the TRES LECHES part. That's so hard for me to say because I talk so fast. Time for the TRES LECHES part. Okay, I'm using 3 milks. I'm using oat milk because I love oat milk. I'm using coconut milk. And I'm using a vegan sweetened condensed milk. Now I see this vegan condensed milk everywhere. Walmart got it. I got mine from the international market. Like you can find it everywhere. Now me personally, I've been vegan for a minute. I don't mind the coconut taste. I don't. If you do mind it, you can make a Dos Leches cake. Ain't nobody coming to your house. Ain't nobody gonna call the police. Don't worry. And they make a oat milk condensed milk, like a vegan oat milk condensed milk. I haven't seen it, but I know it's out there. You probably have to buy it online. So if you don't like the taste of coconut or you're allergic to coconut, I used to know this girl who's allergic to coconut. You could use like oat milk and like the oat condensed milk. Google it, it's out there. Okay, here's my cake. I baked it at 350. I literally just followed the package instruction. I just swapped out my little egg thing, right? I put it out to cool at room temperature, brought it back out. I poked a bunch of holes in it. Now time for my mixture. Now this is why I was on the fence. This is why I said this earlier. So the last time I had TRES LECHES cake 3 times in my life. The first 2 times were like the first time was in high school. I was friends with this Mexican girl. She gave me a slice of her cake and I was like, why is it so wet? Like, and for me to say that like as a person who's not a texture person, like texture does not bother me. I was like, I don't know if I like this. Yeah, I was hyping this up a little bit. Boom, fast forward, I went to this vegan restaurant in Chicago that I love. I got TRES LECHES cake from there. Same thing, way too wet. So I don't know why I had this random craving for this cake that I only had like twice in my lifetime. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna control the wetness. That's what I'm gonna do. You see how much liquid I have left over? I was over there like pouring it gingerly because I'm like, if I make this too wet, I'm gonna get freaking porridge. I'm gonna want a porridge. All right, I'm gonna want no chia pudding. All right. So I didn't use any of the mixture. Now, the recipe calls, like the way I did it, you could pour all that on. It's your cake, baby. Do whatever you want to do. But me personally, I put like, you saw it, like 3/4 of a cup, maybe a cup on there because I did not want it to be too wet. Okay, I covered it up. I put it in the fridge for like 4 hours. I don't know, however long I was at my little concert. You can leave it for like an hour. It doesn't have to be that long, but you just want it to like soak into the cake. And when I first, like, when I came back, I was like, ooh, is it wet enough? But I'm like, yes. And you'll see at the end when I show you what it looked like today. This was 2 days ago. When I show you what it looked like today, you're gonna be like, okay, I see. And I'm saying this like as not a texture person, like it came out perfectly. I'm like, I kind of did my big one. Okay, here goes some strawberries. I sliced up some strawberries, put on top. Here's the cake 4 hours later. I got this plant-based whipped topping. You can find whipped topping most places, so I wouldn't worry about that. I would caution though, like not to make like a frosting, because like it's gonna be too sweet. Now if you don't have a problem with too sweet, do your thing. Me, my teeth start to hurt. If you want to make a frosting with like a cream cheese and you could do a cream cheese frosting, that would be cute. But like butter and powdered sugar and milk, you could do that, but it just might be too sweet. Like the whipped topping works perfectly, okay? And that's what the Mexican girlies be doing, is they stuff, so I'm following they stuff, but you can do whatever you want, okay? Because I ain't gonna be there. So I smoothed it on the top. I took some cinnamon and I you know what? And I sprinkled it on top. Don't worry about what happened in the bottom left-hand corner, right? Focus on what you got going on. Don't worry about that. And I put my little strawberries. I am not, you know what? I'm gonna stop saying that. I low-key am a baker. Like I really do be giving Betty Crocker like, don't play with the kid. Here's what it looked like today. So it's starting to get a little wet, right? Like it came out perfectly. Like y'all, this was so easy. Now, if you don't have a a Whole Foods near you, I do not know what companies be making vegan cake mixes. And I say that because I tried to Google it, like Duncan Hines, do they make one? And it had like lemon and freaking carrot cake. You can't make no carrot LECHES cake. I wasn't gonna make that. So if you have a brand that you know that's the mix is vegan, put it in the comments so people can know, just in case you don't have a Whole Foods near you, because not everybody got Whole Foods. Like I said, let me know if you want me to do it from scratch, because I'll do it from scratch. I can make a cake from scratch. I made a chocolate cake last summer that I did not film, that I still think about. I was thinking about it yesterday. I was like, I really made that cake from scratch, and it came out so good. So let me know. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe so you never miss any of my videos. If you're Mexican, let me know how I did, but don't do too much, okay? But let me know how I did. The link to the detailed recipes in the description box below. I said that part. Thank you for watching. Okay. I actually gotta do this like twice a week. What do I say next? I don't know. Bye, y'all.